guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Provera. If you're new here, karibu sana. For the returning subscriber, thank you for the love. Now today I want us to talk about Provera or the Depo shot. Is there a correlation to Depo and PCOS? Well, let's talk about that. And I have to put a disclaimer that I am not a medical doctor. Everything that I share on my platform is based on my experience. Let's get to it. Now, what is Provera? Provera is a hormonal injection. Basically, it is a contraceptive that is used by women. You get the injection after every 3 months. You either have it on your arm or your bum. I don't want to say bad. Yes, you either get it on your arm or on your butt. Yes, so this prevents unwanted pregnancies, if you want to put it that way. So did I ever get the Provera? Unfortunately, I did get the Provera when my daughter was about a year and 3 months. That's when I decided to get the Provera. So I got just one shot, and I have to tell you guys, the complications that came after are immense. Number one, I gained weight. Yes, I did have baby fat because my daughter was still young, and I tend to lose weight after I'm done breastfeeding. So my daughter was still breastfeeding at the time. So I gained a little bit of more weight with the Depo. Also, I used to have very severe headache. And the biggest, will I call it side effect? Yes, the biggest side effect was the fact that I was bleeding for 9 good months. Let me put it this way. My period would begin today and say end after 3 or 4 days. The period was very, very heavy. The bleeding was very heavy, so I had to use, it was a super, what are they called? I don't, what am I thinking? I wanted to say diapers. No, I used to wear a tampon and a pad, and it would fill up so very fast. Say in 2 hours, it would have filled up. That's how heavy the bleeding was. So after the 4 days of my period, then the spotting would continue for the rest of the month, guys. For the rest of the month, I'd wear a panty liner every single day of the month. It's either I am bleeding or spotting for 9 good months. I only got one shot, and the side effects, it was too much. Fortunately, I never went back for the second shot, because anyway, with all that bleeding, what are you going to do? There's nothing you do when you're bleeding. So yeah, that's how bad it was. So years later, after I was diagnosed with PCOS, that is when I started digging deeper on the causes of PCOS. Well, they do say that the cause of PCOS is unknown, but I believe that there is a correlation between the Depo and PCOS. From research, I've spoken to several ladies who have had PCOS, and I've asked them if they have ever had the Depo shot, and you know what? They all said that they have used Provera at a time in their life. Who wouldn't see that there's a correlation? Well, some have never used the Depo, but still they did get PCOS. But I have to reiterate that for the people who have used Depo, most of them are either fighting PCOS, which is diagnosed, and most of them are fighting secondary infertility. When I say secondary infertility, it means that that person has already had a child and now they're struggling to have a second or a third or a fourth. Well, depending on how many you've had. So yeah, for me, I did suffer secondary infertility. Guys, or women with daughters, we need to talk to our girls. We need to talk to our girls when it comes to these contraceptives. Because truth be told, not everyone will wait until marriage to have sex. I got the Depo Provera after I had my first child, and it was my first contraceptive that I had used. So when I say that women, we need to talk to our girls, trust me, we need to talk to our girls. We are not in the age where we are afraid, tunasikia aibu. No. The generation that you are raising our children in is a generation that they get so much information on social media, but some of the information is not correct. Peer pressure could make them have these injections or make them start taking contraceptives. From my experience, when I went to get the Depo shot, I just went to a normal clinic in the hood, hapo tu nje, hapo kwa estate. The doctor did ask if I had a child. I said yes. And if I had had my period, I said yes. I believe my period had just ended like 2 days prior. And you know, when you're getting contraceptives, you're told that you're supposed to start after a period, so that confirms that you're not pregnant. So we did have to do a pregnancy test because I just had my period. The doctor did not dig further as to know if I am compatible with the injection, because it is I who suggested that I want the Depo. They did not ask me any questions. And I think the injection cost me 100 bob. But that 100 bob ruined my life. I am not the woman that I was before because of the Depo. So, ladies out there, women, aunties, uncles, if you can pass this information to the younger generation, it would be beautiful. There's no point a child goes out there, because yes, it is easy to get these injections in Kenya or in Africa because the doctors don't ask so many questions. Unless you go to a gynecologist, that is something different. But if you're just going to a normal clinic, a clinic in the hood, they don't ask questions. All they have to do is they need their 100 bob. I don't know how much it costs now. 10 years ago, I believe I paid 100. I don't think I paid more than 100. And it has costed me so much. Do I regret? I do regret. So now what I'm doing, I'm educating my daughter. She's at an age that she has to learn about sex education. And with sex education, they need to know about contraceptives. And they need to know that not all contraceptives are good. Not all of them are good. Some will cause them issues in the future. They will definitely cause them issues in the future. Doctors do not tell you about most of these side effects. They don't. They only ask, do you have a child? You say yes. Sawa basi, lala hapo nikudunge. And that was it. No one told me that I'd experienced heavy bleeding for those 9 months. They do say that you'll get a little bit of bleeding, but they don't know the depth of bleeding that you get. You might even become anemic because of this. So ladies out there, if you've had the Depo shot and you're struggling having a child, this is one of the things that should let you know that that's why you're struggling. So, what would be the solution? What would help you to get pregnant in this case? I would suggest you do a detox. Yes, it sounds easy, but it is not always so easy. But let me not discourage. I'm here to encourage you, not to discourage you, right? Right. So this is what you do. Just after your period, if you are getting a period, that is, just after your period, I would suggest you start juicing. And as I say on this channel, I do not support juicing fruits, because fruits are basically sugar. With fruits you get fructose, and fructose is sugar. So I always recommend that you juice vegetables. You can take celery, you can take cucumber, you can juice cabbages, you can juice sukuma wiki. Then you add ginger, turmeric, lemon or lime. You juice those for 7 days. For those who will be able to do a complete juice fast, even better. Personally, I did a juice fast for 7 days. I didn't eat anything. I just had a juice fast for 7 days. And after years of struggling with infertility, same month I juiced, I got pregnant. That is how good this thing is. So juicing resets your system, and it like cleanses away all those toxins in your body, because they are toxins, and toxins will hinder fertilization, right? So in the 7 days that you're juicing, you will see that you will lose weight. Your bowel movement will actually improve by the 3rd day. If you're just doing a juice fast, just juicing and drinking water, not eating anything else, by the 3rd day you'll notice that you will no longer have bowel movements, because your colon will have been cleansed. Guys, you need to learn, you need to research about a colon cleanse as well. Well, these things are in depth. They are related, they are correlated. The functions of the body are related. So yeah, a juice fast will really help. If you don't have a juicer, you might as well use a blender. Take a blender, blend all those things together, then sieve. Don't drink it with the, with the fiber. The idea is, when you're doing a juice fast, you don't want to put your body under too much strain of digestion. So after juicing, after blending, pass the juice through a sieve, kichungi, sieve, drink the juice and discard the fiber. If you do it for 7 days, I always say 7 days because that is what worked for me. and it worked, because now I have 3 babies. So that is my gospel. It worked for me, and I know it has worked for other people as well. So juicing really, really helps. So that is the major way to detox of the Depo Provera, and this will restore your fertility. It will help you lose weight, because with the Depo you tend to add weight. Personally, I added so much weight on my mid area, kwa tumbo. Nilikuwa na tumbo kubwa sana because of the Depo. Am I demonizing the Depo? Yes, I am. I don't want to sugarcoat. Some people say that the Depo has worked for them. Well, good for you. While some people like me, or a majority of the people, are those struggling to get pregnant after having the Depo shot. If you've had it and you haven't struggled with infertility and you never developed PCOS, honestly, I want you to thank God. But this is not the type of contraceptive that I would advocate for. Actually, I advocate from experience. I don't advocate for so many contraceptives. I'll talk about the IUD or the coil in a different vlog. So guys, that is my take on Depo Provera and PCOS. If you've suffered from secondary infertility and you've had the Depo shot, please do consider doing a juice fast. It will definitely work for you. It may not work the first cycle, but it will help you get rid of the toxins. They say that the toxin, when you have the Depo, that it takes about 3 to 6 months or 6 to 18 months for your fertility to come back. Well, that does not happen for everyone. For some of us, it took years, and if we did not do the juice fast, I don't know where we would be. Of course, I do know that God did play a part in this, and I thank the Heavenly Father for making me a mom to 3 beautiful babies. But guys, you need to play your part, and God will play his part. You cannot just sit back and wait for things to happen, just like that. You need to dig deep and find out what you did, perhaps in the course of your journey, what you took, what has led to your secondary infertility. Let's educate our girl child. Let's educate our boy child, because they also pressure our girls to take these contraceptives, because men don't. They are not bothered. It is the girl child who is really affected by all this. So guys, until next time, namaste.
Spell, dabble, name. My eyes see your face, searching for a straight to